Joining me now from Los Angeles, getting up early Pacific time. James, congratulations on your first opening day. Now, you thought that you might cry. What exactly was the reaction when Dave Roberts told you you made the opening day roster?
When he told me, I was pretty just like, okay, like sounds good, and I'll get back to work. I was kind of having a busy morning that morning, so I felt like I had to get back and get my stuff done. But once I was going through the ceremony, that's when it started to hit me a little bit.
Did it finally, when it came to fruition, did it feel like you had dreamt it to feel? Was the reality a match for the dream?
Uh, yes and no. I mean, it once the game started, it just felt like business as usual. Just like any other game, just a bigger crowd, obviously. But you know, but then again, the crowd made it so extreme. So yes and no to that question.
You know, it was crazy when I was watching your spring training and I kept asking Dave a couple of different times and even kind of tweeted about it. I'm like, James Outman has to make the Dodgers opening day roster, right? And Dave didn't want to say too much about it early on, but what was it about this spring that really showed the staff that you had what you were capable of doing out there at the big league level?
Um, I think the biggest thing might have been I just kind of picked up where I left off last year. Um, so I just kind of let him know I was improving, and I was planning on continuing to improve. I would say that was the biggest thing, and then just being more comfortable around the guys and being myself.
77 to 11. I would have loved if you had 77. I'm like, let's get some tight end numbers back out in the outfield. How did you pick 11?
33,
I mean,
I
sorry,
think.
33 rather.
Yeah. So I was between 29, 31, and 33, and I was asking around, and I asked my little cousin, and he was like, "Well, you hit well with double numbers, so why don't you go with 33?" And then I was like, "All right, that's the best reasoning I've heard from anyone I've gotten, so 33 it is."
Leave it to the little cousin to make you wear 33. I love it. Okay, now I know that when the 2020 minor league season was canceled, really the only thing that you could do, James, was work on your swing. And it really has evolved over the course of the last couple of years. What specifically did you want to change with it mechanically?
I think the biggest thing was like learning how to relax in my swing, like letting my body sync up without me trying to like tense up and force everything to happen. Um, so that was kind of the biggest battle for me. And then other than that, it was a total swing rebuild, in my opinion, from when I got drafted.
You said that you came into pro ball swinging like a caveman. You were so stiff. How did you loosen up?
Uh, you know, I think my hitting coaches do an unbelievable job at speaking my language, so they can kind of decipher what they want to see into like what I like to hear. So they were just really good at that, and then just relax my hands, relax my body. Uh, yeah, just getting more reps too.
You were around such a great group of guys in that clubhouse, in that lineup, you know, MVPs, all stars. What have you learned from being around the likes of Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman and Clayton Kershaw and Chris Taylor and on and on and on?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that I've learned since I started working with them is like when work starts, they're super focused. So, um, when Mookie's doing a drill, he's completely locked into that drill, and I felt like I tried to take that into my seasons after I first saw that. But I think that's the biggest thing. They're super locked in when the work begins.
You know, it's funny. Mookie Betts told Mark DeRosa, Team USA manager, who obviously is a colleague of ours here at MLB Network. He went into his office and said, "Don't worry about people's feelings," because so much of this game, of course, it'll kick you right in your teeth. It's such a humbling game. Have you learned that too? That this is not a personal game. It's just about the team collective.
Yeah, for sure. It is a tough game. So the quicker that we can just flush things and take things in stride, whether that's like decisions made on our behalf or just how the game's going in general, or like air happens. I think we'll be better off for it for sure. Win more ball games.
Yeah, 2 for 3 with a home run, 3 runs scored, 2 RBI on opening day. James Outman, number 33, suits you. Congratulations on a spectacular spring and a spectacular opening day performance. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks, Lana.